Yo, yo, yo. Enter the battlefield, no shield, knowing this is now the way to be healed. Arrows flying, I'm asked to let them in. Feel like dying, but that is the medicine.
At Street Poets, we provide youth with the tools and inspiration to tell their own stories, to bear witness to the world around them, and ultimately to dream a new world into being.
We dance in cypher circles, yeah. We are the ones and the twos.
Street Poets means to me a place where I can share who I am and a place where everyone can share who they are, no matter what.
Without Street Poets, I don't know how I would have got to a place of, not only accepting myself, but also accepting others in spite of whatever differences that they may have.
You learn how to express your feelings. You learn how to be vulnerable because man doesn't look to be vulnerable in this society, but with Street Poets, we are always united. Street Poets mean everything to me.
John must have hated us, the iceberg kings. Chilling in our white coats, we ain't need no bling.
Poetry is the best way we know to approach, illuminate, and ultimately to step through and beyond the gateway of our wounds. And music, whether it's hip hop or traditional West African drumming, is the best support we know for that healing initiatory journey.
When we bring a kid from South Central and East LA and the West Side, to one space and they can, express themselves through poetry and connect through poetry, that ends up growing in itself outside of Street Poets. Poetry is a tool that can put you on a platform where you can learn to develop those skills and become a leader in your communities. I learned a lot here as far as my background, utilizing it as a tool to move forward as opposed to holding me back. And I just want to continue to do the work to let folks know that telling their stories is powerful.
Poetry was the vehicle and the language so that I didn't crash and burn or hit a wall, and can definitely save a human life. No doubt, because it saved mine.
If it wasn't for Street Poets, I wouldn't be so engaged in poetry the way that I am, but also see the medicine and the gifts that I bring to this world.
I wouldn't be here today. They really saved my life, opened my view to everything. Yeah, they're really fun. Like my second family.
If it wasn't for Street Poets, I'd probably be dead. I was doing a lot of bad stuff before I even came here, because my mind was everywhere. I feel like I got more responsibilities than I usually do, which is not a bad thing. I see it as a privilege. I love Street Poets.
Street Poets saved my life. They took me out of gangs, drugs, the streets. It's what molded me and my family, Street Poets is everything to me, everything. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for Street Poets. It's true. It's true.
We're also conscious of the ways in which our personal wounds connect us to cultural and ancestral wounds. And we see our poetry workshops and our poetry performances and community gatherings and retreats that we do in and around the schools and juvenile detention camps as serving the kind of larger cultural transformation that is so desperately needed right now. Change that brings us back into right relationship with our own true natures and with the natural world.
Just want to get higher under the billboard shadows, your copyright and ghetto.